This news update is brought to you by...
Say hello to Chelsea. Chelsea is a champion surfer, so she's accustomed to moving super fast, which is why she relies on super fast broadband brought to her through Flow's 100% fiber to the home network. It keeps her family sharing and surfing and saving each month. Combined, she bundles her Flow mobile, home phone, and TV services, so she can enjoy much more for much less, and so can you. Visit any Flow retail outlet, call 1-800-804-2994, or visit discoverflow.co to find out more. One-of-a-kind connection. This is how we flow.
It's Wednesday, September 14, and time for your midweek Barbados Today afternoon update. So glad you could join us. I'm Kamar Jordan. Begin with news from the St. Joseph Primary School, where authorities from the Ministry of Education are again meeting with teachers to discuss vexing water woes. The president of the Barbados Union of Teachers, Pedro Shepherd, is also back at the school compound today, holding separate talks with union members. Teachers had threatened to stay away from the classroom today if there was no water this morning. Barbados Today understands there's still no water on the compound after classes at the school were abandoned around 1:30 p.m. yesterday. Meantime, outspoken resident Andrew Dixon tells Barbados Today the situation is simply unacceptable. He says the school is grappling with more than a lack of water.
The school right now was not sanitized over the vacation. The school children had to wait until 2 o'clock on Sunday to receive lunch because there was no water to wash the rears. The truck brought water at 1 o'clock. The staff then had to wash the rears, and when they had to wash the rears, the students had to get afterwards. So the students end up eating at 2. Tuesday now, it went too far now because you have new students coming into the school who have to be taken to the toilet, and the toilets are not working, and maids will have to lift water to take them to the schools to flush them, and it is too difficult for the maids and all of that.
Dixon has not ruled out the possibility of protest action, but says that's not the immediate priority. Lashing out at critics who say complaints by St. Joseph residents are political, Dixon maintains there's nothing farther from the truth.
The main thing is not about protest action. The main thing is to get at the attention of the Ministry of Education and get this thing rectified. A lot of people think when they hear you ready to protest that you don't like the government or that you may war, but it's not war. It's that protest action seems to me the right way to go to get the attention of the Minister of Education. They had 8 long weeks to rectify this problem.
In other news, this Wednesday, a month after Kadarian McNeil Mears escaped police custody, he has been recaptured. 30-year-old Mears of number 4 Hillside, Godhill, Christchurch, was wanted by police, but he was apprehended by lawmen on Monday at White Park Road, St. Michael. He has been formally charged with escaping lawful custody, 2 cases of disorderly behavior, and 6 cases of theft. He is scheduled to appear in the Oistins Magistrates Court on Thursday. Meantime, the hunt is still on for 3 other wanted men. Police are asking the public for help in locating 37-year-old Marlon Smith of Story Gap, St. Michael. Smith escaped from lawmen last Friday. Police are also looking for 24-year-old Akeem Dave Mason, alias Zonky or Killer Bean, of number 2 Blaze Hill, St. Philip, as well as 29-year-old Lavardo Rogelio Hines of Lodge Road, Christchurch. Anyone with information is asked to contact the nearest police station. To more positive news now, Barbados has rolled out the red carpet for regional and international officials attending the Caribbean Tourism Organization's State of the Industry Conference. At a welcome reception last night, Tourism Minister Richard Seeley said there's no mistaking the contribution of tourism to the growth of Caribbean economies. He's hoping that deliberations over the next few days will focus on building a solid future. Desmond Brown now reports.
Citing the recent global recession, Mr. Seeley said it's heartening to see that Caribbean tourism has come out even stronger and better, and that the Caribbean as a region is outpacing global growth in tourism at the moment. And he said that Barbados is especially pleased to be hosting the event at this time, pointing to the number of high-powered speakers slated to take part in the conference. They include the President and the CEO of the World Travel and Tourism Council, David Scofield, and Talib Rifai, who is the Secretary General of the United Nations World Tourism Organization. Apart from the Youth Congress, which is a feature part of this SOTI conference, there will also be a number of students from secondary schools and universities taking part. Mr. Seeley noted that the conference is very important because the Caribbean region is heavily dependent on tourism, and even though countries are trying to diversify, from all indications, they will be heavily relying on this people-focused industry for quite some time. Reporting for Barbados Today, I'm Desmond Brown.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Well, to regional news now, police in the Bahamas have launched an island-wide search for two gunmen who murdered two men and wounded a 10-year-old boy last night. A brief police statement said just before 7 p.m., a group of men were standing on a street in the city when three armed men approached them and fired several shots before fleeing the area. Police said one of the men was pronounced dead on the scene, while the other man died at hospital. The 10-year-old boy remains in stable condition as investigations continue into that incident. On the international scene, hundreds of people have been evacuated in southern Taiwan and China as they brace for the impact of the strongest storm of the year. Super Typhoon Miranti is barreling down on Taiwan, bringing torrential rains and wind speeds up to 230 miles per hour. That's faster than a Formula One race car. More now in this CNN report.
We're still getting strong wind and rain lashing this area. It's very much the tail end of the typhoon now. It is moving away from where I am, but it's still making its presence felt at the moment, John.
Now, parts of Taiwan were hit by a typhoon back in July, and there were some concerns that maybe they weren't ready for another big hit so soon. What can you tell us about essentially, how people are prepared for this, how they were bracing for the storm?
Well, Taiwan itself, infrastructure-wise, is very geared up to the typhoon threat. The buildings are pretty solid. The power grid is very hardy. And normally life gets back to normal pretty quickly after a typhoon. But the one in January was exceptionally strong as well. That made a very, very severe impact just north of where this one is impacting right now. And there's certain sectors of the community, like the agricultural community, the farmers, who have been particularly hit hard because it takes them a long time to get over these typhoon impacts.
Well, that's news and sports at this hour, but for more you can log on to www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper or email updates, or you can like us on Facebook. We're also on Izumi Media in bus terminals or Screenplay in the supermarket or gas station near you. You can also check us out on Channel 99, that's Flow TV, or Mix 96.9 FM. I'm Kmar Jordan. Be safe out there, and be sure to join us later on this evening for our next update.